We are just inside the Beltway, about 10 miles east of the Capitol Dome as we come to you from FedEx Field here in Landover. This building holds just north of 80,000, and they have come out in very good numbers today at FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. They love their football in this part of the country, and this crowd is ready to go as their guys will match up with the New Orleans Saints. Strap in. This will be a good one. Two one-loss teams getting together as they're underway on EA Sports. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25.
Right there, 56. They can't hang with us. 56.
They go play action. Now Heineke. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
This is going to be the matchup to watch out on the perimeter, and it won't be the last time these two go at it. Both of them believe they are the superior. In this case, the win goes to the defense.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. The first carry for the Memphis man, Antonio Gibson. And once again, not much running room, if any at all. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. Well, this defense for the Saints, they were very strong in the win last week over the Giants.
And I think our statistician, we ended up having to bring the blue tent and put it around him for a while because he was developing a hand injury from having to write down all the turnovers this team forced. 5, 6, 7, 8. Absolutely unbelievable. I hope he'll recover.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive.
Let's go one more. Mike 56. Mike 15. Pioneer. No face. 56. Mike 56 right there.
Heineke.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
It is one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And this returnable for Harris. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
On first down, it's Hill. And the Washington pressure gets to him, and he will go down. Montez Sweat in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. Second and 15.
Watch the screen.
A give. This is Kamara. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down. So from second and long, now we go to third and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance in guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
I'm coming after you.
He's got his all-pro receiver, Michael Thomas. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Saints have taken the early lead. Will Lutz on for the point after. And it's good as the Saints have a 7-0 lead. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Here's a give to Gibson. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Hey, check Mike 27. Check Mike 27. Here I come. Mike 27.
On 3rd down, Heineke. He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation. Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. Heineke now looking to throw on first down. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And this defense looking like they have come to play the pick six, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visit. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski, that's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
And And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Now a throw here to his running back. Call it a gain of a yard, and it'll be 3rd and 10.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Heineke from the gun on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Here's Tressway now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Harris now to return. Stays on his feet. A good kick that time, but also a pretty good 15-yard return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes. Because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it, and let's go with it.
Here's Kamara on the read option. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. Well, you know, this club, there were some reports earlier in the week, and most have heard this by now, so-called unnamed sources that were saying all is not rosy in that locker room. There's whispers that 1 or 2 guys, CD, have kind of had enough of how things are going and have been going. How would you handle that as a coach?
Well, you and I both know all the coaches that we've dealt with and come in contact with. They'd love to get their hands on those unnamed sources, wouldn't they? But they know that that's not possible, so I think they've got to go in there and make sure that this isn't a distraction. They also know that once the grumbling starts, it becomes a slippery slope, and it's hard to stop the fall. I think you need to sit some guys down and say, hey, look, we're still hoping to be a playoff team this year. We need you guys to be bought in with what we're doing. Come on, let's get on board.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Hill on 3rd down. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a 1st down.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick a down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
On 1st and 10, Hill's hit, and he lost the football. And it's Washington that scoops it up, and they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. He let one slip away last week as well, so now 2 fumbles lost. in as many weeks.
Well, we were out at practice, and we watched him work. And what did his quarterback coach talk about all week?
Being a two-hand monster.
And we looked at each other. Two-hand. Oh, I get it. Two-hand monster. Both hands on the football, taking care of it, putting it away so the ball doesn't get dropped.
It was Josh Sweat who got him down on the defensive side. Still 9 remaining on second down.
Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up.
Play action now. Here's Heineke. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Well, so much for getting separation. No chance there. Locked down tight, forcing the incompletion on that attempt.
Washington on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
Mike 27, Mike 27, Mike 27. Hey, check Mike 27, check Mike 27. Let's get the ball. Mike 27, Mike 27.
Working out of the gun. Here's Heineke. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin with touchdown number 7 on the year. And Washington has made this a one-score game. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Here comes Deontay Harris from his end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Here's Hill. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side.
He's got a man complete. Touchdown, Saints. Traquan Smith, 79 yards. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Lutz with the extra point, and it's now 21-7. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it.
It got his man complete. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And Washington able to come up with a quick strike touchdown. Slide for the PAT. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now. Out is is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. On the return, Deontay Harris. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Here's Hill. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Heavy on the edges. Hey, Mike 52, Mike 52. Don't let him breathe.
On first down, Hill. That's complete to Troutman right side. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
And the Saints not only missing Drew Brees from last year, they also lost their top tight end, Jared Cook, to the Chargers. So tight end, it's a position in flux, but that's a nice grab there to pick up the first down.
Come on, QB.
On 2nd down, Kamara. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Hill looks to throw. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. Touchdown! Alvin Kamara with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead. Lutz good on the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Hey, check Mike. Check Mike.
Shotgun handoff to Gibson. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
Antonio Gibson is an absolute dart with the ball in his hands, and he can make you miss, and he can run over you. Took a little while to crack the starting lineup as a rookie, but boy, was he sensational when he did. Went for 115 yards and 3 scores in a Thanksgiving Day clobbering of the Dallas Cowboys. And Washington, they feel like they had a real find when they took him in the 3rd round last year, number 66 overall, and he justified their decision.
Bound to lose one. 56 to Mike.
Heineke on first down. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And this one is incomplete.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
2nd and 10.
Oh, here we go. Oh, 56 to Mike. it's 56.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Washington on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Off the play fake, Heineke. This is caught by his tight end, Logan Thomas. And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the first, right around the 42. Here's Tressway now as he's on to punt for Washington. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. On the return, Harris. So a solid punt, but also a nice return there of 14 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
Now we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? Where everything is working for them, every move they make works, it clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
6 man.
From the gun, here's Hill. They'll get this out to Kamara. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts.
As they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
An extra man in the secondary for Washington on 3rd down.
They go play fake, and it's Hill. Flush to his right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Back to throw. Hill.
Check.
And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Let's go. Cowboy 80. Check Mike 21. Man, I got you.
Hill now to throw.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by the rookie first-rounder, Jamin Davis.
And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
Boy, he had to fit that into a pretty tight window over the middle. And, Charles, I think they were in zone defensively, weren't they?
They certainly were. Nice read on your part. And sometimes the quarterback isn't fooled between zone and man. Sometimes just fooled by the type of zone that he sees. Because oftentimes, those linebackers will vacate and run downfield with receivers. In this case, he played a pure zone.
And now off to the races down the right side.
Touchdown, Washington.
Logan Thomas, his 2nd touchdown on the season.
And Washington able to come up with a quick strike touchdown. Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Here comes Harris out of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started.
And with a little under a minute to go, still time to try to put a drive together to add to their lead should they so choose.
Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by Landon Collins.
And they will have a first down as they are definitely in field goal range now down at the 20-yard line.
2nd straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, But I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now Heineke.
Keep playing hard, fellas, all day.
And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
Good coverage on the outside, and I think that's where he wanted to check that down to. But once he saw the danger over there, he just threw that one over everyone's head. Smart play.
Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. Heineke to throw it. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
But that was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the first down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
And on 3rd down, maybe said, forget about the sticks. We want 6. And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on 4th down.
Here we go. 17's Mike. Mike 17. I'm here all day.
Here's Heineke. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Ron Rivera, the gambling type, but he comes up empty here. And the Saints will have the football back. And they'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Set now to go for the 3rd quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. Here comes Harris out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. And I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
3 yards remain for 2nd down.
Watch the run.
To throw is Hill.
Let's go.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Landon Collins. And he will bring this one back. It is a pick-6 for a Washington touchdown. Well, dare I say it, it's kind of quid pro quo. Both defenses now with an interception return for a touchdown.
Your vocabulary, sir. Well done.
To go, and that will tie our game here in the 3rd. So all square here in this 3rd quarter as the kick's away. Here comes Harris out of the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. On 2nd and 9, Hill. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Landon Collins. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around the defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make 2nd down pretty tough.
The tackle made back at the 48-yard line.
Let's go now. Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Watch tight. Tight end right.
From the gun, Heineke. Taking a shot for Samuel. And it'll be intercepted. P.J. Williams with a pick. And the Saints are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. So they took their shot. It was a pretty good heave, but in the end, the free safety is the one who comes away with the football.
And 2 of the traits that you look for in a good free safety, range and decision-making. Both on display right there, and it didn't hurt that he's got a good pair of hands, too.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Throwing on 3rd down, Hill. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit, because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a 2nd interception, really a bad throw, so maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
Now Hill looking to throw on 1st. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45.
And a nifty catch there for a 1st down by Michael Thomas. Still getting used to the fact that it's not Drew Brees throwing him passes. Never really 100% in 2020. Battled some injuries along the way. Ended up only suiting up for 7 games, 40 catches. That's a tough drop because in 2019, had 149 catches, an NFL record.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Hill. He finds his man Johnson. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Hill. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Third quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10.
Here we go again. Here we go again. Check 13. Check 13. Line 52. Hey,
Now it's Hill. On the check down, he finds Kamara. The ball comes out, and it's Washington that scoops it up. There he goes left side. And he gets it back into the end zone. It's a fumble recovery leading to a Washington touchdown. So many times, tight games decided by one big play. A lot of times, of course, it's the offense. Here, it's the defense coming up huge.
And you know, head coaches walk around locker rooms, walk around bench areas saying, guys, somebody make a play. It's a cliche, but it applies here.
Extra point by Sly is up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Here comes Harris out of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them. The coaches from all the way up here, they were adamant. You've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They run it again with Kamara. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 46 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Hill on first down. Drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. So a good spin move there before he's taken down. A nice little gain. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
check.
Here's Hill. And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. Chase Young. Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Chase Young able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
This is taken at the 15. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I'm going to come back to you.
They'll go again with Gibson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Let's pin the mirrors back and go full strength.
A first down throw for Heineke. That's out to the flat for Gibson.
He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on first and second downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
Slam, slam. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Here's Gibson on the read option.
And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. Gibson gets hit, and he fumbles it.
And this is picked up by the Saints.
Well, that takeaway, partner, right there, that's a combination of coaching, execution, and absolute belief. Because a lot of guys will look at the scoreboard and go, this thing's pretty well done. But they still thought to themselves, if we can make a play, we give our teammates a chance to win it.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Saints. Traquan Smith with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year.
And the Saints are an extra point away from tying this game here in the fourth.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild fourth quarter.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back.
He's going deep for Brown. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down.
It's almost human nature, isn't it? They score on one play. You come out on offense, you try and do exactly the same thing. They tried the deep ball, couldn't quite connect, but give them an A for effort.
Again from the 20 after the incompletion. Here's second and 10.
17's Mike. Mike 17.
Looking to throw, Heineke.
Thomas brings it in. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
We ain't beginning to
First down, Heineke.
And he's taken down here by the Saints. It'll only be a loss of a couple, but the pressure gets home on first down.
At the 43-yard line.
Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a second down and 12.
Let him know. Let him know. Let him know.
Gibson here running out of the gun.
And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is third and long. Throwing. Heineke. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on third down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up fourth down.
Here's Tressway now. He's been terrific so far. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4.
Pick up the ball. Hawk 70, Hawk 70. He's coming, double up. Check three, check three, check three. Watch the twist. Check Bobcat, check Bobcat. SOS.
Hill.
SOS.
Looking long for Thomas. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Well, partner, I think the defensive fellas got the memo, and they decided to cover him on that play.
Yeah, he's already up over 100 yards in this game. They tried a deep shot, couldn't get it.
Yeah, when you've had that much success, finally someone said, let's try and put a stop to it and put people on him.
This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. Over the middle, complete. It's Smith. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
I like what I'm seeing from them here. Tie game in the fourth quarter. They understand the situation. They don't need to be in any rush. Go ahead and huddle up and run your offense. That last completion put them in a nice position to take the lead in this game.
Play action. It's Hill. Flushed out right. And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. He didn't, so it's incomplete. Boy, that one really could have turned this thing upside down.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback. I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And they're facing a big 3rd down now in this tie ball game. And that is incomplete.
Well, the defense certainly did its job. They held up in that situation, and now 4th down, you've got to punt this and try to get to overtime. There's no decision to be made in my estimation.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Call that a 46-yard punt with a net of 40 on the 6-yard return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
I'm coming.
Heineke now. Gets this to Gibson. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
On 1st and 10, Heineke. Throw right side, taken in by Gibson. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Now Heineke. Escaping the pressure right. And that's going to be incomplete. This pass rush, they've been excellent all game long, and another example of it right there in the closing moment.
Not only with the pass rush, but how well they're coached, because if you don't quite get there, get to the quarterback, get your hands up into the passing lane and knock it away, as we just saw there.
Five's the mic. So we got 60.
On 3rd down, Heineke.
Watch the screen.
Dancing to his left. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way down to the 17-yard line. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. A real field flipper there, as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
Coming. 17's Mike 17.
A handoff for Gibson. Give him maybe a yard, quite the opposite from the previous big gainer. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. On 2nd down, here's Gibson again. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. 7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6.
Come on, baby. Let's see what you...
A little unconventional, but another kneel down here as they work towards a field goal try. A bit of extra pressure now for this one on Joey Sly.
A 32-yard attempt.
And it is good. He splits the uprights on the chip shot. And they will be all smiles in Georgetown tonight as Washington has won it. So a victory here for the Washington football team. And they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. The big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for Washington, they boost their record up to a strong 4-1. And they'll have another home date next week as the Kansas City Chiefs